welcome back, my dear game freaks. I'm GameSick, and today I proudly present to you my new Zoo logo and layout presentation. First of all, I want to thank you for the support you have given me during the last, I would say, 10 days, when I started to publish something about Planet Zoo. And yeah, I think it was a very good feedback I got, and I really like every comment, every like, and maybe also every dislike you give to me. But for sure, if you give me a dislike, make sure to give me some comments what you didn't like, so for sure I can improve. As said, I spent in the last couple of days a little bit of time to plan my zoo for Planet Zoo. So in my last videos, in my 5 recommendations video that I will link now for you, I presented you, let's say, some instructions how you could create your zoo layout by your own quite easily using PowerPoint, which a lot of people have. So I think it was a very good, instruction, And so I also made this for me, and I've also created a logo for our zoo that I would like to create with you on YouTube in Planet Zoo when the game is on launch. Yeah, so I really I'm very proud, and it stands even on the screen. I really am very proud of how it turned out and how it looks, and I really hope you like it. I mean, come on, I'm not a professional. I really do this just as a hobby and because I'm so hyped about this game. So please don't expect too much, but I had so much fun doing this, and it was so, I really can recommend to you to do something in your life where you can really be very creative. Even if you don't consider it as your strengths, it really gives you a lot of energy. And actually, this is really what it gave to me. I don't consider myself as the most creative person, but still, it made a lot of fun to create the logo, to create the zoo layout. And I'm so curious if I will be able to somehow build this finally in the game. So I would say let's make some noise for our logo presentation. Here it is. Sorry. Oh, where is it? Wait a second. Here is it. And I proudly present a place to be. Sorry, I made some jokes into it. So, guys, this is our logo. A place to be will be the name. I'm not sure yet if it will be the name of the zoo of one zoo, or if it will be like the name of the whole franchise that we are going to build. I didn't decide if I would like to start in a sandbox or if I would like to start in a franchise. So maybe if you have an idea how I could do this, you can for sure leave it in the comment section. I will read it, because as said, I'm not yet decided how I would like to do it. So I really love how this logo turned out. I love like the name of it, and it was also a little bit inspired by my sister. She really helped me to create this, and she's also such a creative person, maybe a little bit more than me actually, and she knows how to do such things, but in the end it was my decision how we do it. However, I really love how it turned out. It's a little bit it's a little bit of everything. It's not it's not too boring, it's not too colorful, but still a little bit colorful. And actually, I have to say, if I would see a zoo with such a logo, I would feel really like attached to it, and I would like to visit this zoo, because it's I say it's very how to say it, it's charming and it's cozy and it's like a place to be. I think it really turned out with the name for me, and it's 100% authentic in my opinion. So guys, this will be our logo. point is, how will the zoo look in the end, or how should it look? Let's see it. Let's say it like this. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if we're able to do it, but I would say we will see. So, and guys, this is our zoo layout. This is what I created like few hours during the last couple of days. I would say a few. I would say not only few hours, I would say many hours. I even didn't count them, but I had so much fun doing this. It was like quite similar to even play the game maybe. So yeah, this is how it turned out. You can see, I think I turned on that you can see my mouse. Yes, you can. So you can see here where we have the red arrow. I would say we will have the entrance to the zoo. On the left side, I plan to make some kind of zoo office. I plan to make some also a train station which is directly heading out of the zoo office. We will have like all our employee staff buildings there, and we will have quite a lot of it most probably. And I would also like to have maybe some exhibits there, like some exhibit animals. And I decided to go for 2 animals that were not yet confirmed here at this point. But still, maybe, I hope we will get them, I really hope. And today actually I found a leak about the Chinese pangolin that I put here, the spot, and this is the Dik-Dik. So these are the 2 animals I would like to have here in front of the zoo office, because I think they're quite small, they don't need so much space. And oops, sorry, I'm back. So they don't need so much space, and so I think they quite fit here quite well. And you can see that I have left a space here for a Europe and Australia DLC that I really how to say, expect. And also an aquatic DLC, like all the some fish animals, some aquarium possibilities. I really expect this to be in the game at some day, so I reserved a little area here. I put to the Europe section the wolf, because I think they fit here quite well. They need a huge habitat, so I had a good space over there. So when you go to the left side, at this point of time, you only have the wolves. Let's go further here this way, across the bridge, across another bridge, and then you are here at a food plaza, and here you have this sign. This sign means it's a boat station. So I plan here at the river to have a river boat course. I'm not yet sure. Sure if it needs to be like around this track. I'm not yet sure. We had not the possibility to try it out in the beta, so I have to see how it works. Or maybe if it has to be around this thing, I would like go from A to B and from B to A. Let's see how this will turn out. At the same point, I will have here a train station with the train that we have in the game, that we also had in the beta already. And so the people have the possibility to jump from the one drive to the other. Yeah, I would say that the boat station here is really that you also can see really the animals. For sure you can also see the animals from the train station, but also the train I would really like to use to help the people get around through the zoo. So when we are at this food plaza, you can go to the right and either go to the terrarium house that I planned. It should be, I consider it as a roundish building. I would like to have it like in some colors like yellow and green. This is at least the colors that I have in my mind. Let's see how it turns out. And around this terrarium building, where I will place a lot of exhibit animals, I would like to have habitats all around. So the terrarium will also include some stuff buildings, most probably, so that these animals have a very good treatment, and the staff facilities are near for the zookeepers. So left to the terrarium, I planned to have the Gemsbok, I planned to have Umba, like the Warsogs, and I like to have the Black Wildbeast there. I hope this is a suitable place for them. I think the combination is quite nice. They are all from Africa, and they suit to the safari zone that you can see already above. South to the terrarium, I put the Okapi, which is also an animal from Africa, and the Earthwalk. I think I hopefully pronounced it correct. I think also these two animals fit quite nicely together, and I hope that the space for the Okapi is fine. I think it is. So let's see how it turns out in the end. Right to the terrarium, I plan to have one of the biggest animals, the most favorite animals of the people, like the lions. And next to the lions, I think it would be a very good match to have the hyena, which we quite sure will get in the game. And left to the hyena, I would like to have the Thompson Gazelle that I will get because I have the deluxe edition for sure. That's why I also was able to play the beta version. So I think this could look very cool. I'm very curious if I will be able to build it for sure, you know. If you have any suggestions, please write it in the comments. It's a zoo layout, it can change for sure. And I'm really, maybe I have better ideas even when I'm building this. So it could, deviate from it when we are building this in Planet Zoo. But at least this is the idea I had, yeah. When we are at the terrarium, when you go to the north, my idea here is that you can go like here downstairs and you go under the ground, and then you go in the middle of the habitat, you go upstairs, and then I would like to build like a viewing tower, a wooden viewing tower. At least this is the picture in my head that I would like to build with stairs where the people can stand like very high and then observe the whole habitat. Like they can look from here like into this direction where I painted here with this sign a waterfall that I would like to build here, and this should be like a canyon zone here, but it should be lowered also a little bit. And then add the side from the viewing tower will be, I think, amazing. To the left and to the right, and also the view above this whole zone on the terrarium. At least this is the picture in my head. I really hope that I will be somehow able to do this. Let's see how it turns out in the end. And also the safari zone will have a cheap safari tour. I painted it now quite small. We have to look then how we have the space, how it turns out. I didn't want it to have too big. I want to have a place for the animals where they can, let's say, have the rest and you know, have the private area and so on and so forth. So this was really important for me. So I made it quite small. Let's see how it turns out. I planned to have the springbok, to have the sable antelope, to have the zebra, to have the common ostrich, to have the African buffalo, the African elephants, and the giraffes in this habitat. I think, so I really made it quite big. I hope it will be big enough, and I hope that the zookeepers, you know, will how to say, will be able to manage all the food that the animals will be doing, because they will do a lot. They already did a lot in these common habitats where animals were sharing a habitat. At least this was my observation, that although I placed a lot of zookeepers and put this habitat into the work zone, they really had a problem to make it clean. And also what was a problem is that I had, like, for a very big habitat similar like this in the beta, I had like 6 zookeepers or 7 maybe, and they were not they only had one entrance, so they were like stuck in front of the entrance. So I really hope that at some point we will have the possibility with multiple gates to one habitat. So for example, I could have a gate to the habitat over here, I could have a habitat to the gate over here, and this would help that the people will not get stuck. Yeah. So I really hope that they will somehow make this possible, Planet Zoo, when the game is on launch. So I would say we nicely covered here this section on the left side, and I would like to go with you through this path over here. And when we go further, I have here another section, and in this section I made a little food plaza over here again, because I think it fits here quite well. And you have a small path over here, and then you have like this kind of building. And my idea is to attach here big shelter for the animals that we have in the safari zone, in the safari habitat. And I would like to have here the habitat for the cheetahs, and it should be like a little bit roofed with some glass roofings over here and an outside section over here. I would like to lower these habitats completely, so you can stand here on the path, which is like equal level, ground level, and then you can look down to the habitat to the cheetahs, and also on the right side to the western chimpanzee. Least my dream. Here on this building, I would like to have like that the people can enter this building somehow, maybe over a bridge, I'm not sure yet. And then you have here an inside section for the left part for the western chimpanzee and the right part for the gorilla, and it's made of glass, and so and there this also will be the shelter for the animals. At least this is all in my head, so I'm just telling you what are my ideas, what I would like to build. Hopefully I can somehow describe it to you, that you have an idea how this should look like. And honestly, I don't know if I will be able to build it. As said again, I repeat myself, and maybe the planes will change. I have no clue, really. So I would say when we go from this section a little bit further, I have here, as say, the western lowland gorilla, and here I left a space because here I'm not yet decided how I would like to do this. I put here the African wild dogs, and on the right side I put the Komodo dragon, because we are beginning here to go slightly then to South American and Asian part of our zoo. And I'm not decided how I would like to do this here. Do I want to put here a building? I'm not decided. So maybe you have an idea, maybe what I'm missing in my zoo, and maybe I will embed your idea in my zoo layout. So if you have an idea what I could do here, feel free to put in the comment. However, as said, south below the section where I don't know what to put, I plan to have like a palm house. I would like to have a big palm house, and I would like to have habitats of both tortoises, so from the Galapagos tortoise, which is this one, and the Aldabra tortoise. And I would like to have the Nile monitor over there and the perch stub here. So I think these are animals that fit also quite nice together, that fit a little bit to the palm house. And I would like to have like here also a little bit inside area for both tortoises and maybe also for the Nile monitor. I'm not sure yet if, because for the tortoises, I'm not sure if you know, but if you don't know, I tell you for sure, is that it's possible that the guests go into with a guest entrance. Yeah, it's possible that they go into the habitat of these both animals. And I'm not sure if I will do this here. Maybe I will change it a little bit and then do it, but I'm not yet decided if I would like to do it. Let's see. So when we go through the palm house, so it should be possible to walk through the palm house. You can left to the right, yeah, and then I put both together both hippos that we'll have in Planet Zoo, the big hippo and the pygmy hippo. So I think they fit quite nice together. I would like to have here a staff facility, and also half of this house should be the house also, and like the shelter, the hard shelter for both hippos. So this is like the hippo house. You could call it like this. And I think the hippos have a very good view on the ape island that is over here. On the ape island I plan to have like the katas, the lemurs, and the ring-tailed lemurs, I have to say, because there is also like might be that we will get also the red, are they called red lemurs? I think they're called red lemurs. So they would also fit on this ape island. I would like to have here the mandrills and the Bornean orangutan, which is also like was detected in the data mining. So, and today actually I found also a screenshot from the game where you can read Borneo orangutan. So I hope we will get them. Maybe when not on launch. If not on launch, then hopefully in a further DLC. Good guys, so where do we turn? So let's say we go back here and we head to the leopard and the jaguar. So these two animals are also not confirmed at this point of time, but I'm very sure that we will get them, minimum one of those. So here I would like to have like the big cats because they are surrounded by the Bengal tiger. Here this brownish stuff that you can see here, and you also have these icons. This will be like mountains that I would like to build, and through these mountains I would like to let the river go through. And that's why I put here like a viewing position, viewing tower position. Here I would like to build something like an Asian temple, because it fits to the Bengal tiger and it fits to the elephants, and this should be elevated, like it should be a little bit in the mountains, so that the people over there can have a very good look on both animals, on the Indian elephant, which is over here, and on the Bengal tiger. If we had a little bit here on this broad pathway to the north, you will have another train station, you will have another food plaza, and you can see here I was painting here a petting zoo. I hope the spelling was correct, because as I said, I really would like that we will have the possibility to add like playgrounds or petting zoo for the children. This is what I would like to put here. It's not yet in the game, there's no hint that this will be in the game at some day, but I really hope, and so I already planned to have some space for that over here, and I think it fits here quite well, because we have here, as said, the train station, and we will have here also like a boat station, small harbor you could say. Over here we will have a waterfall, and you will have the possibility to go like here over the bridge to this area, and you will have the possibility to go over this bridge to this area. So this will be like a round tour around the mountains. I would say we start from the north, and on the north, on the top of the mountains, I put the snow leopard habitat. I think it fits there quite well. The snow leopard for sure wants snow, and so gets it. And it looks realistic, because if I put it like, you know, to the wolves, I would not put here a lot of snow. They don't necessarily need it. Yeah, maybe only a little bit, so I will put it like somewhere where you cannot see it to make it as realistic as possible. But I think here we can add a lot of snow, because I will make here mountains, this will be on the top, and it will look much more realistic if you put the snow here. South to the snow leopard, I put another animal which is in the mountains, and it's the Himalayan bear. So for sure they are coming from the Himalayas, so they fit there quite well. They're coming from Asia, they fit to the snow leopard. So I put them here. And left to the Himalayan bear, we will have the grizzly bear. And I put here also like some trees and a viewing position. So I tell you now what is my idea over there. So this should be like the habitat of the grizzly bears. It will not be so much more into the mountains, so there will be lower mountains. This is at least a picture that I have in my head, and I would like to put a lot of trees in there, and I would like to put an elevated path from the ground level over here and make it elevated across the whole habitat of the grizzly bears. And then I would like it to go through the mountains and build there a little viewing position, viewing tower, where you can not only see the grizzly bears, you can also see the boats, you can see the Himalayan bear. At least this is, you know, what I have, as I said again, the picture I have in my head. This is how I would like to build it. Let's see if we can do it. Left to the grizzly bear, we have another bear, and this bear will be the Formosan black bear, which is, I thought in the beta, this is such an underrated animal, because they are really cute. They are smaller, they're cute, the babies are adorable. I can recommend you the series from the lady designer, because there she made very good pictures and, you know, recordings of the baby Formosan black bear, and I have to agree, they are really the best bears, I have to say, in this game so far. So let's see if it will stay, because I also like really the polar bear. So let's see how they will look like. South to the bear section, I put the American bison, because it fits a little bit to the grizzly bear, and it's like American, and at this point of time, it's not confirmed that we will have the American bison. I'm not sure if it's bison or bison. Sorry to say, maybe it's the American bison. But I can also tell you today there was the screenshot that I already mentioned 2 times, and there was also the American bison. So I'm really sure that we will get it, and so I made, and I know that they like to be in huge groups, so I made like a huge habitat for them, so they can really run like a long road, a long place. So I think this habitat will really fit quite well for them. So we head further to the Asian section of our zoo, and this Asian section, we will have here a small boat station, and then the people can have a look on the saltwater crocodile, and right next to it we have the gharial. So I think it was a good idea to put both crocodile, I would say, species together, because then you can really see the difference from them. Yeah, and this was also my idea to head back here, because many people mix the leopard with the jaguar. So I think it's quite interesting to put them next to it, so people can see better the difference that these animals have on their skin. So this was the idea why I put this together. And on the opposite of the crocodiles, we will have the rhinos, the Indian rhinos. We have some rumors and also data mining material that we will also get the black rhinos. Let's see. Here, this is the place for the Indian rhinos. Right next to it, I put a small place for the Indian peafowls. Let's see if I will put this together. I am not yet decided if I will put this together, or if I would like to have a guest entrance to the peafowl habitat for the people. I'm not yet sure. So I also had the idea like that the people can here come to the food place over here and go through the habitat over there to use it as a pass. Not yet decided if I would do it. It could be done with a glass house, for example. Let's see. Left to the peafowls, I would like to have the Bactrian camel. I think made a quite huge habitat for them. I hope it's suitable for them. I think this is a quite good animals that you can watch when you have your drink, when you have your food over there. Yeah, it's a nice, I would say, entrance animal. And here you can see there is a pass, and here is a pass, and here overlapping is the red panda habitat. So what's going on here? I tell you guys. My idea here is that I would like to have a small habitat with some trees on the left side and trees on the right side, and I would like to have like an animal bridge over the pathway, and I would like with glass, for example, and then I would like to have some vine ropes, and I would like to connect these 2 trees or 3 trees, however, and then the red panda will be able to climb from the left side of the pathway to the right side of the pathway with these vine guard ropes. I think it's vine guard, I don't know. how it's really called, but you know, this where also the cutters were climbing, the lemurs were climbing on. This is what I would like to do here. I'm very curious if I will be able to build it. I'm very curious if I will be able to make it. But I think the idea, at least in my head, it looked so good. I have to try it. I have to try it. Okay guys, we are almost done, but we just head back here. We have here 2 ways to go before we go to the entrance, which is also the exit. You have the possibility to go over here, which I see as a wooden pathway which goes over over the water, and you from this pathway you can have a look on the ape island. So this is my idea on the right side, and on the left side you can have a look at the flamingos. At this point of time, I also tell it here, it's not confirmed that we will have the flamingos, but I really hope for it. I mean, come on, who makes a zoo game without flamingos? This is just not possible. So I'm really sure, confident is a better word, I would say, that we will get flamingos. So I put them here. And I would say the last animal that I would like to introduce to you will be the meerkats. Unfortunately, we have really no evidence at all that we will have the meerkats in the game so far, which is really a pity because they are so adorable and they are so, everybody likes them and they're cute, blah blah blah. So they're in the top 10 animals, and so I really expect them to be in the game. But it really seems we will not get them at launch, and I think we will get them with another DLC. However, I already planned a little small habitat over there, next to the flamingos. So I think, guys, this was more or less the zoo layout presentation, the zoo logo presentation that I have for you. Two more things for you guys. The first thing is, please let me know what you think about the layout. Please let me know what ideas you like, what ideas you didn't like, and if you have better ideas, please write it down in the comment section. I will check it out, and maybe your idea will be embedded into my zoo layout. This would be very cool. The second thing I would like to ask you is, please help me to get decided if I should do this all in a sandbox mode or if I should do this in a franchise mode. The advantages of the sandbox mode: if we have these animals, we could already start right from the scratch to build this. If we have a franchise mode, we might not, be able to buy the animals that we plan in the entrance, and we have to do it a little bit different and then, change it afterwards. This could be also a possibility. I think both have pros and cons. So let me just know what is your opinion on that, because as I said, I'm not decided, and I have not much time left to get decided. So if you liked this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like, then please tell me why you didn't like, how I could improve, because it means a lot to me to make this as best as I can, also because also my it's limited what I can do. I'm not like this technique freak, so I really try hard. So let me know what you didn't like and maybe give some suggestions how I could do it better. And if you want to stay tuned, please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one, guys. I'm very curious. It's from the day I record 58 hours. So see you there.